what's up guys, Chelsea, welcome back to Fate Grand Order main interlude, imaginary Scramble. Last time we embarked on the Nautilus's test run, you know, make sure it functioned properly, and things went very wrong. We are now trapped in the Void Sea, which is actually taking on observable form and being hounded by giant-ass fish enemies. Had to summon a foreigner to aid us, and then we encountered another foreigner in Van Gogh, who isn't a normal servant. So I'm sure we'll learn what that's about at some point, probably. But yeah. Hey Meredith, give you 60 Gogeta. But yeah, now we're on to Act 2. And yeah, we only got through the prologue in Act 1 last time. But yeah, like I said before, Thunder Shooter makes me think of Billy the Kid because of his Thunderer, Noble Phantasm, but I don't know, we'll see. Act 2, the Thunder Shooter's Fishing Ground. I'm sure nothing could go wrong here. Not a thing. Not at all. Three, two, one, I'll stop. Perfect, we're right on the edge of the second area. Looks like we're in the clear. For now. Well, we did cut the engines and coast along silently for a good while. There's no room for complacency now. I'll show you the skill and grace of a submariner. Alright, we made it to a new area and we have a few resources we can spare. Can you summon us more fighters like we discussed? If it's something you need, I'm your gal. Great. Like I said, it's essential that we have a way to use torpedoes again. I worked out all the errors and bugs, so we shouldn't have a problem summoning a Chaldean servant this time. I hope you're right. That's great, but I can't think of any servants who can fire torpedoes. Maybe one of the inventors? That's okay, we don't need actual torpedoes. Whoever we summon has to meet several... Gilgamesh would work? Like, obviously I think it's gonna be Billy, but it'd be funny if it was Gil. He just, like, Gate of Babylon's outside the submarine and launches Noble Phantasms at the fish enemies. Like, eat fucking gay bulk prototypes. Or Caliburn prototypes. whatever, I don't remember the names of the actual... Because the prototypes have their own names, but, you know. Whoever we summon has to meet several conditions. First, they need to possess a large projectile Noble Phantasm, something along the lines of an anti-ship cannon. Second, the Noble Phantasm needs to use physical matter for its ammo, as opposed to something like laser beams. It would take a long time to explain why, but... basically, any beam fired in the Void Sea would lose a lot of its power. What about the enemy? They use beams just fine. Well, they're part of the Void Sea, so it's like... True, but only because those cheaters use some kind of mysterious void-derived beams, and we currently have no idea how they work. It seems like it'd be really hard to both analyze and apply the tech to a Noble Phantasm, so we're thinking of going back to basics on this with some good old-fashioned projectile ammo. Projectiles are great. They're a shining example of what oil and metal can accomplish together. Mass-wise, they're simple, powerful, and reliable. Best of all, they can be heavily customized. For example, we can add self-propulsion and homing capabilities to them with just a few runes. There you go. Third, the Noble Phantasm's projectiles can't use anything like gunpowder to fire. Again, Gilgamesh or Emiya, literally either of them. Well, we'll of course do our best to suppress any sound produced as a side effect of using this Noble Phantasm. It'd be pretty much impossible to fire a cannon silently. Ideally, it'd be great if this Noble Phantasm were really powerful, but we can compensate for that to some extent. If we connect this theoretical servant directly to the Nautilus's magical reactors, we can power it up enough that even a D-rank Noble Phantasm would work as long as it's anti-army. So taking all that into consideration, I think we might actually have better luck with a lancer or an assassin than an archer or a rider. Can't our resident goddess use gay bulgulter? Well, technically, but... true, that would work fine. If we had the real Skahak here. Yeah, I don't know if I trust Scotty to aim... decently well with a spear. But we now know that when Scotty forces herself to change into Skahak's assassin version, she ranks down so much she's no stronger than an average human. It makes sense really since she isn't actually Skahak. Anyway, suffice to say, she definitely shouldn't be taking part in combat this time. Not to mention that she's now an essential member of the engineering team. Frankly, it'd be a waste to send her out to the front line. Then it'll be up to the personnel selection routine to find the best servant for the job. That's right. Okay, Ritsuka, do it. Again, Gilgamesh, 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 Gilgamesh. I mean, it works. It works, I suppose. Oh my. I know I had a lot in my mind, but I could have sworn I was still training in the simulator. It's Raiko. Oh, you're really so happy to see me? Wonderful. Mother is always delighted to see you too. I do remember hearing you were conducting a training exercise at sea somewhere, but I'm quite certain I wasn't on call to be summoned. I see. Something unexpected happened, didn't it? Well, that's quite alright. No matter what the problem may be, I'll resolve it quick as can be. By the way, my man, there certainly are a lot of young women aboard this ship. Yes, it's a very good thing I came here. A very good thing indeed. Like Mother won't allow any fraternizing. Crap, a berserker. This is the last thing we need. I'd better keep that to myself if I want to make it back alive, though. Yeah, probably. Senpai, I think this might be... Yep, definitely the best person for the job. Is something wrong? I'm sensing some decidedly mixed reactions. Not at all, Knight of a Foreign Land. You've come at a perfect time. Help maintaining order is just what this ship needs. I am told you once spent a summer as a veritable demon of discipline, and fortunately I have the outfit you wore at the time ready and waiting. Huh. The indecent outfit I wore to combat indecency. So you did know it was indecent. Ahem. Well, if the situation calls for it. No, I mustn't. I can only serve as a shadow prefect during summer, when the sun's rays disrupt public decency. Otherwise it will lead to all sorts of problems, such as... how should I put this? If I were to become the shadow prefect now, I'm concerned I may not be able to, pull my punches. That public decency might soon become the last thing on our minds. That's fine. Oof, it's so hot in here. I know we've got to conserve energy right now, but did the AC have to go too? Anyway, I'm gonna go head out on patrol. Huh. She's like, you little slut. Unacceptable. Now, Ritsuka. By my command, spell, etc., etc. Jesus Christ. My eyes have been opened. Now I see exactly what's going on here. It seems the ship is indeed a hotbed of summer's wicked temptations. But worry not, dear master. If I must abandon my motherly duties and don this forbidden outfit to protect you, then that is what I shall do. Unacceptable, unacceptable, absolutely unacceptable. Yay, it's Lancer Raiko! Wonderful, wonderful. Now come with me. We must formulate a plan to combat indecency aboard the ship. Huh?
but I was going to start by confiscating all of Lady Osakahime's abundant indecency attribute. No, leave it be for now. Machan, please tell me you're going to console me, since she tried to caress. Okay, this one's a stretch. Like, I get what it's going for, but that doesn't even, like, flow together. Karasuka me the second she showed up. Now I guess it kind of works. I'll have a word with Raiko later, okay? I guess it kinda... It doesn't flow as well as some of the others, but... I guess. Alright, I've heard the entire story in excruciating detail. Really, you could have simply told me what was going on when I was first summoned. Then again, I suppose that may be easier said than done. At any rate, now that I truly understand the situation, rest assured that I'll make full use of my injury-given burial lightning to obliterate these mystics from a foreign sea. Now the Nautilus is torpedoed. Yeah, it has torpedoes, alright. Oh, and weapons we can fire, I guess.
Huh? And that's not all. In addition to combat, Raiko's powers should also allow us to significantly expand the size and scope of our recon capabilities. Indeed. If I deploy an envoy of Gozu Tenno out to the Void Sea and have them run scans by sending out lightning waves, that should... Really? Yatta! I'm free! Hiko life, here I come! Don't be silly. We still need all the recon we can get.
In fact, we'll be counting on you now more than ever.
Oh, so I know nothing at all about interpreting the scan results, so I plan to foist that off on... I mean, have you handle that part?
Yeah! Now I have more work than ever! Come back, sweet freedom, come back!
There we go.
Her back-breaking workload should keep her indecency in check, thereby leaving Master's body and soul safe once more. Sure. But of course, one can never be too careful. I must remain ever vigilant in my pursuit of public decency.
I was kind of worried how things are going to go there for a while,
But it looks like it worked out. Though I still don't understand how Chaldeans can change spirit origins just by putting on swimsuits. Don't worry about it.
Swimsuits. Maybe if I wore one, I could be a different class too.
Well, if Abigail is anything to go by, no. Abby remains a foreigner when she changes into a swimsuit. I think her upcoming Santa version also is still a foreigner, right? So I think foreigners are exempt from the class change effect, at least as far as Abby is concerned.
Kidding. Just another Van Gogh for you. That would never happen. Never. Is there something you're worried about, Van Gogh? Huh? Not at all, Captain. I'm just enjoying my second lease on life by making pictures with the paint the goddess lady snuck me.
Abigail Williams, Santa's pretender. Oh, okay. Then maybe you could change class, Van Gogh. Maybe.
Master, I think there's something you and the other leaders should know. Could I talk to you for a bit once we're done here?
Nod quietly.
Alright, now that our private discussion's over, what do you make of Yangui Fei's story, Ritsuka?
Oh?
You see, I actually do remember what happened when Van Gogh used to know a phantasm. I thought you three should know too, but please just keep this off the record.
What? We're not gonna actually hear what... Okay.
So Van Gogh's noble phantasm was... Tengai? I believe it's called. It's certainly one of Van Gogh's more famous paintings. So according to Yangui Fei, Van Gogh painted an old man surrounded by a variety of things in space, all of which then basically came to life and rescued us.
she's worried about the fact that Van Gogh was able to make things she painted in void space into reality-based objects, right? So she might be the one who brought the void sea to life in the first place?
Right, to tell the truth, the only reasons we're able to interact with void space at all are the void Matricraft chips and Van Gogh's blood. Really, her spirit origin is practically a treasure trove of ways to manipulate void space. And now we have additional information from Yangui Fei's noble phantasm. Well, it's difficult to make much sense out of the logs or sensors recorded during that battle, since they're so unlike anything I've ever seen. If Van Gogh really did manage to create an enormous mass out of nothing, something that would be completely impossible in reality space, a lot of things start to make sense.
Also, Vin. Yeah, no, her upcoming Lancer, that's well, I guess it doesn't really matter if it's on a swimsuit, huh? I guess it, yeah. I was just so focused on the swimsuit aspect, I guess, oh, yeah, okay. I just somehow completely forgot about her upcoming Lancer version.
Something that would be completely impossible in reality space, a lot of things would make sense. Let's say that Yangui Fei's illusory textures weren't able to keep up with this new being that suddenly appeared, and the resulting mental shock to everyone out there fighting made them forget what happened. If that's accurate, it would explain a lot, not just about that battle, but the entire situation we're in right now. Now we know it's entirely possible that all these obstacles and monsters that can normally never exist in void space were created by her noble phantasm.
Whether intentionally or not, remains to be seen though, right?
To be honest, I think a lot of us were
Suspicious of Van Gogh when she first showed up. But she seems so harmless that we all slowly let down our guard around her.
Speaking personally, I don't think she means any harm.
But she also wouldn't be the first heroic spirit to be, going through some stuff.
So I think we need to keep all of this in mind going forward. I agree, plus she also seems to be confused about who she is right now.
Yeah.
If only we knew for sure who she is. Well...
Are we gonna finally hear what he said to us while we were... stuck with her and Matt just in the room?
Something's not right. Do the acting commander and the captain know more than they're letting on? Is something wrong, Lady Yangui Fei? You're pressed up against the door tighter than a tree frog. Eek! It's nothing, really. But, Goi?
I just want you to know that as a foreigner myself, I'm on your side no matter what. Well, bye.
Sometimes I really have no idea what's going on.
She doesn't mean any harm. She's just a silly little thing. Oh, yeah. Larger map. Which I assume means Raiko's, searching ability is a lot larger. Actually, may as well... Oh, let's check it out. Oh, we can't use it yet. I guess we have to continue through this act before we can use it. Act 2, the Thunder Shooter's fishing ground 2 of 4. Okay, Raiko works as Thunder Shooter too, I guess. Because, yeah, she... aren't a lot of her attacks, like, thunder-based? So that makes sense. Plus, her name literally means thunder, doesn't it? I think Raiko is thunder. I want to say that's right. Only her? Okay. I assume this won't be a terribly hard fight then if we're only getting her. I hope.
Alright everyone, we finally have a chance to make up for our first humiliating defeat. Thanks to Osaka Behime, we know exactly where the enemy's located, and how big it is. 80 meters, just like the last one we encountered. We also know there aren't any other enemies nearby, so this time we're going to try attacking it with our torpedo.
Torpedo no Raiko!
It's got a nice ring to it, huh? Minamoto no Raiko, let me just remind you one more time to please stay close to the ship. You'll need to brace yourself against the force fields we put up around the ship in order to use your overclocked Noble Phantasm safely. This might sound bad, but basically just this once, we need you to conduct yourself as though you are a shipboard weapon.
Leave it to me. I've had plenty of experience handling heavy weaponry. Yeah, I'm sure. And I've practiced wielding this one in the simulator. At long last, I'll not be limited to Indra's power alone. Now I'll have invincible, purifying, crystallized intellect combined with the enforcing power of many gods, mantras, and scriptures at my fingertips. I can't wait to fire it. And once I've eradicated all the immoral evils of this world, I'll give Master and Kintoki the best head pats of their lives. Sure. You're not reverting to your berserker self, are you? I think she's fine. Not to worry, I'm just excited to get started.
With all due respect, Raiko, right now you need to stay calm and collected, like an executioner. When it's time to fire, the ship is going to send you a vast amount of magical energy and precise calculations. At that exact moment, I want you to process it all and unleash your Noble Phantasm. Basically, I want you to be as cool as a sea cucumber, and as vicious as a cone snail. You can do that, right?
Of course, Captain. Seafood is a favorite of mine. Alright. I don't know how that correlates, but sure. Now, let's be on our way. I'm going to assume this battle probably just ends after we Noble Phantasm. I would assume. I feel like that would make sense. Fish. Oh, is it just gonna be a cutscene, not even an actual battle? Oh, okay. Go get him, mother. Other mother.
すなわち聖仙骨より作られし神の槍今こそ来たりてあらゆる敵を撃滅せん釈大艦員混合書
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's one dead fish. Probably. I hope it's a dead fish. I hope that fish isn't alive anymore. Otherwise we might have problems.
Yes, dead fish.
We've obliterated the horrid, shameless enemy vessel. How wonderful.
Yep, that played out just like it did in the simulation. No, even better. Honestly, I'm a little scared by how well it all worked.
The enemy didn't even try to fire back at us. Does this mean Raiko's Noble Phantasm was just that quiet? Indeed. I inscribed her weapon with runes to limit its vibration of nearby space. You have my goddess guarantee that her spear is now completely silent. Damn, Papa's suppressor on that bitch. I hear a fair amount of swimming creatures outside. Maybe these enemy ships aren't the sharpest tools in the shed. I see. Then I suppose there's still some room for improvement. Captain, make sure to dismantle the enemy ship before bringing it aboard. I would particularly appreciate any parts that seem especially quiet. Oh. I'm surprised you're so willing to voice your opinion in defiance of this foreign goddess's protection. I must say it's a bit unsettling. Well... desperate times and all that. True, but you know, Master. Since we so frequently find ourselves in desperate times, don't you think that's all the more reason to take pains to preserve order, morality, and decency? I guess. Uh-oh. Where are you going? Where is she going with this? Wait. Huh? Indeed. From now on, well, between missions, I'll be resuming my prefect duties and cracking down on any displays of public indecency. Do what you want. I can't stop you. I'll naturally be investigating whether you've committed any public decency violations in my absence, Master. I don't think so. And if I should happen to find you have... Ahem. I hope you'll be prepared to face the consequences. Oh no, whatever will I do? I'm so sure she's not gonna find anything that I actually feel a little bad for her. Mumbling indistinctly. What's up? What's up, Vinci? What's going on? Goey?
Master, it's nothing. I was just thinking about how Lady Raiko is so full of life. I couldn't be more different from her, huh? Sorry for being such a downer, Master.
You're fine.
I hope Goey's okay. Master, I know you have a lot on your plate right now. We could ask you to do something nice for Goey. Maybe you could take her for a walk, chat with her, have a meal together.
Okay, I'll take her on a date.
Exactly.
Times like this, a nice date can... Did you say date? Yeah, Mash. Uh-huh. I don't know why Nemo's getting all uppity about it. Lightning Assault of the Ox King has been added to request for backup. Lightning of the Ox King scanning formation. Alright, let's test this out. Oh, interesting. Goes in a plus shape. Actually, no. I'm gonna use this one first.
ウツボが出るかタコが出るか。巨大イカだけは避けたいところだけど。
And then this one here.
ライコかっこいい。でもちょっと怖いかも。
Yeah. Scan.
稲妻の姉ちゃん、いっちょ派手に頼むぜ。
Gimme. I want all the treasure. I need it. Project Aurora Steel, right? Oh no, Divine Leyline Spiritrons. Okay. Alright, well anyway, for now, back to the story. Fighting assassins and something else.
Nothing ever seems to go my way.
There you are. Yo.
Oh, Master. I'm sorry I'm not a better painter.
What are you talking about? This feels weirdly familiar. Are all foreigners like this?
You certainly have your work cut out for you, don't you, Master? Compared to you, I'm just a frail bow in the mistral wind. Or maybe a frail gull.
I knew it. She's super nervous. Okay, I know just what to do. Hey, Goey, what do you say we have some fun together? Hey, yo?
Huh? But you're the acting commander. You must be very busy.
It's fine. Let's just forget our troubles for now and enjoy ourselves.
Huh? But
You don't get a choice.
So why'd you come here of all places, huh? You really think Van Gogh's gonna enjoy all this blazing heat and total lack of fun?
I figured you deserved a break too, so...
Me? You don't gotta worry about me. Quick shower during my breaks is all I need to wash off any stress I might have pent up. Oh, long as the engine's doing well, that's all I need to be happy. Speaking of which, I still got a ton of work to do, so go on and get out of here. If you want to goof off that much, go play with one of the Marines or something.
Take out helmet and squeaky hammer. What are we doing? Huh? What's that stuff? Some kind of safety equipment? We play rock, paper, scissors, and whoever wins tries to hit the loser with the hammer.
So, we do rock, paper, scissors, and if I win, I go for the hammer and you go for the helmet. What kind of silly-ass game is that? And can't that hammer make any louder noises like a big kaboom or something?
Just try it on, trust me.
Hang on. Okay, I got how this works. So do I say rock, paper, scissors, shoot? Or without the shoot? Without? Okay, got it. Alright, let's do this thing. Rock, paper, scissors.
Well, I sure lost that. Well, yeah, I imagine engineers probably pretty, used to wielding a hammer. Even if it's a toy squeaky hammer. Got Ruler Miller scene. Congratulations.
Still, it was very exciting to watch. I was on pins and needles the whole time. The look of shame and fury on Lady Engineer's face when you beat her the first 2 times was really funny, even if she did make a comeback after that.
I was hoping you would try it too, Van Gogh.
Me? I don't know. I've never been very good at competition of any kind. If I'd had to use the squeaky hammer, I'd probably just panic and drop it, especially with Lady Engineer glaring at me so intensely. I'm sorry you wasted your invitation on me. Still, I really did enjoy watching. It was so exciting.
Ghost sighting, even. Okay, I think I know where to go next. We're gonna instill some freaking confidence in you if it's the last thing we do, Van Gogh. Some confidence. Van confidence. Yeah.
Hi there. Welcome to the crew mess. Are you on break now, acting commander? Can I get you something strong to drink?
A soft drink for me. How about you, Goey?
Me? Oh, what should I get? We also have absinthe. What?
Is that your favorite drink or something?
Not at all. In fact, if I never see another
Bottle, it'll still be too soon.
Oh, I'm sorry, I was just trying to make a joke. I hope I didn't offend you. Oh no, please don't worry about me. Let me explain, Master.
Back in my time, absinthe was one of the most popular kinds of alcohol in Paris.
It's pretty strong, especially for the low price, and it's served with a sugar cube to sweeten it, which made it pretty dangerous if you got hooked. Some people even thought it might have dangerous side effects. Anyway, most artists back then would drink it whenever they were feeling down, and a lot of them drank themselves to death.
Oh! I didn't drink it all that much myself, though.
Lautrec was a lot more knowledgeable about it.
Sounds kind of traumatic.
In that case... Oh, come to think of it, I believe I saw at least one bottle of it. Here we go, ta-da! It's elderflower cordial. People used to drink this in the Netherlands all the time, right? What? Uh-oh, did I touch a nerve again? Oh no, I was just surprised to see Dutch writing again. I love a cordial. It's just as beautiful as I remembered, like the rays of the sun itself. Would you like a glass of the same, Master?
Sure. That's probably fine. It's so sweet. I don't know if it's meant to be sweet.
I know the gentle sweetness and fragrant aroma really bring out the flavor.
Are you having fun now?
Oh yes, definitely. Thank you for making time for me, Master. I promise I'll do my best to sort through my feelings so I can do the jobs you need me to.
Sure, work's important, but you can't forget to have fun either.
Goey, I think Master just wants to see you smile. Huh? Oh, I know. I'm sorry the Nautilus doesn't have much in the way of entertainment. There's still some time to go before the next meal, so maybe you could grab a spare Marine and do something fun with them?
Yeah. What about painting a picture? That was weird. I heard a weird noise.
No way. Do you paint too, Master?
No, but it seems like it'd be fun.
Fun? Of course it's fun. It's super fun. Oh, this is great. I'll finally get to paint with someone else again. I can even teach you a little. Oh, this is gonna be so fun. It's already so much fun that...
Oh. Oh, that's all that... Just having a bit of fun and the prospect of painting made you ascend?
I went and bloomed. Oh, whoops.
A spirit origin ascension?
Wow, Goey, you look so much more mature now.
I'm kinda jealous.
Oh, I guess this outfit's a little more feminine. But then, why wouldn't it be?
I am the girl, after all. Yeah.
But wait. Vincent's a boy. The oldest son of the Van Gogh family and a lazy good-for-nothing. I remember Key, Uncle Stricker's daughter, rejected me, and how things didn't go with
Cien the prostitute either.
Wait. Huh? Huh?
Damn, this is a really bad time for the... But why is Ritsuka saying saved? Do we not want Goey to figure out what's happening with them? We're under attack. Phew, saved by the alarm.
Oh yes, of course. Wait, what? We're under attack? I mean, this was a date?
Once we beat them, let's paint something together, okay?
Yes, of course. In fact, I think I could
Destroy any monster that tries to mess with us now. I'm glad.
There you are, Master. We got a close combat fight on our hands. Small enemies are swarming our outer bounded field.
Did someone make a loud noise again?
I don't know what got their attention, but for now, we need to focus on getting rid of them. And make sure we do it as quietly as possible. I already heard about what happened with you, Van Gogh. Well, I'd love to run some detailed tests right now. We need all the help we can get. Are you ready to head out? Yes, of course. I'll do the best I can.
Well, I'm glad that Goey got hyped up over it being a date. That's good. At least she didn't hate the idea. You know? May as well use the new one. Decrease defense and remove imaginary number A for all enemies. Oh good, this is the one I needed for that last battle on in the first area. I believe it was imaginary number A. Or not A, but you know. However you meant to read it as. Oh, I know what I'm doing. No. Yeah, everything's very funny, Vinko. How? Sure.
あ、ライチだすみませんほどほどにね
I don't know why you're apologizing, Venga.
うねり
You ain't do nothing wrong.
How うねり重ねて
Please kill it.
ちゃうぞ
No! I wanted the full
いいですよドッカーン
full crit stars for the next battle. Damn it. Ah, well, you win some, you lose some.
どういうこと精神の導きよあへへへ
えへへ。
すみません重ねて種も変わり果てて書き続ける
Wow.
何の
That's unfortunate.
何の
Alright, Mash.
カッティングスプレーシュ
Absorb some damage for us for a moment.
ーよいしょ
If you would please. I should just pop the
えいお
Buster Strength as well.
ーよいしょ
Hopefully guarantee her kill on that
いい
one.
のドッカーンやっちゃうぞやあ
Nice. No, that'd be way too. That'd be way too overkill to use that on this.
うねり染め抜いてあぐ
I go. All right, now.
はいやれますいいよいいですよ
This alone should probably
い
kill
ざ山に
it.
守りて踊り打ちかかりてはことびきましょう現象ウイ気力連
Yeah.
理では勝利の舞と宴をここに
Ah, there we go. I've restored all the injured servants to prime condition. However, there's still an issue with you, Vingo. We need to study the effects of your new ascension. The effects your new ascension may be having. The change in skin color is especially striking. Anyway, we need to make sure there are no adverse health effects. By all means, study away. It's okay if the tests are a little painful.
I like pain. Okay. We don't need to know about your masochism. Well, I appreciate you being so cooperative. Alright, I'll go get Professor in here to help me.
Alright. I'm sorry to have you postpone your date again, Master. But please try to understand. Captain's orders and all.
I guess we'll just have to paint pictures later then.
Thank you, Master. Please, let me shake your hand. I'll come back to you later, I promise.
Yeah, I certainly hope so. You know, a little concerning, that, but you know, I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure there's no real problems with her ascension. No. There's no way. No cause for concern whatsoever.
Master!
Ah! What are you all doing here? Well, I know this wasn't very respectful of your privacy, Master, but since there are a number of issues involving Van Gogh, we, took the liberty of following you.
I'm so sorry. I just wanted to say how incredibly touched I am, Master.
Your date was just unbelievably precious, and she didn't even try to pry into Goi's history. You were so considerate of her, too. I especially loved how you got her out of her shell and talking to other people so naturally. The whole thing was just so beautiful and heartwarming.
It reminds me of the time I spent in the Inner Palace. Incidentally, Osakabe Hime loudly mumbled something similar right before she said she was getting a stomachache and holed herself up in her room. Anyway, while I do think your thoughtfulness is praiseworthy, it's also exactly why I have to say something about how you interact with her. The fact is, we need to make a decision about whether we should continue to treat her like just another servant.
Does it mean you suspect she's behind this whole incident, Captain?
No, it doesn't, but given her unstable foreigner spirit origin, we have to be aware of the risks that come with her mental instability and bipolar tendencies. Between the spontaneous ascension due to her buoyed mental state and the seemingly extreme changes to her spirit origin that occurred as a result, there are too many factors at play that we can neither understand nor control. Throw in her foreigner class status, and there's just no telling what kind of danger she might ultimately pose.
I mean, whatever it is, I don't think it's intentional on her part.
Of course, I think there might also be a reason why Yang Guifei and other foreigners here during this highly unusual situation. It may be that Van Gogh has yet to reach her final foreigner form. And if that form turns out to be an enemy we need to defeat, that might be why Yang Guifei was summoned here.
That does sound like what happened with XX and Lulu Hawa. Yes, the event I totally know anything about. Yes, for sure. Yes, indeed.
Huh? You're kidding, right? I can't do that, no way. I know I only just met Goi recently, but she's already like a sister to me. Let me be clear that we're discussing a worst-case scenario here. But if it does come to that, we'll need to be ready, Ritsuka.
I hear ya, Cap'n. I hear ya.
Oh, hang on. I just got an update from Nurse. After taking a look at Van Gogh's spirit origin ascension, she said she couldn't find anything noteworthy outside of a marked increase in magical energy capacity. In fact, given her unusual blood and spiritual properties, her new skin color might even be closer to her model form. At this point, we simply can't be definitive, but if we agree that she's potentially dangerous, we can still change how we treat her. For example, we could put her spirit origin into a sleep mode like General Xing Yu, or we could build a new isolated chamber for her and confine her there. I know how harsh it all sounds, but if we think of it as ensuring a guest gets the necessary chance at recovery, it's more than humane.
That sounds like excuses. Or a cover story, if anything.
However unfortunate though it may seem, we should limit how much you interact with her from now on, Master. After all, you're my master now, which means you're also the Nautilus's lifeline.
I get what you're saying, Nemo, but I can't agree to that.
Why not? Are you forgetting Van Gogh might be responsible for this entire situation? What if continuing to interact with her freely ends up putting not just you or the Nautilus, but all of Chaldea and proper human history at risk?
Even if she does turn out to be dangerous, I'd rather solve the problem by sticking together.
I see. So if things take a dangerous turn, you'd prefer to get in close and find out the cause of the danger instead of just trying to make it go away. Alright, if that's your decision, then I am officially relieving you of command. You
little shit!
Huh?
Captain?
Is that surprising? Masters and servants are basically just two people connected by command spells. There's no law saying we have to do everything a master says. And in your case especially, Ritsuka, your command spell authority isn't even completely binding. If I think you're making a mistake, there's nothing stopping me from acting accordingly. Yes, I'm a servant, but I'm a phantom spirit first. My spirit origin may not be anything special, but that doesn't mean I'm not willing to make tough calls when necessary. And as the captain of this ship, I can't in good conscience follow a master who would knowingly allow a dangerous element to move around unfettered. It's gonna be a major problem for morale on the rest of this voyage unless we set the record straight here and now.
Mash, Yangui Fei. Get him.
So, as cliched as it might sound, I challenge you to a fight, Ritsuka. If you win, I'll apologize for insubordination and swear fealty from then on. If you lose, you'll resign your post as acting commander and agree to follow my commands instead.
Captain, with all due respect, this is no time to be fighting among ourselves. Master, please, tell him why. Alright, Mash, get the simulator ready, would you? This is... going along with this fight's the fastest way to, solve things, realistically.
Master, you're not serious, are you? Tell me you're not serious.
Ah, what a wonderful sight to see after exiting my workshop for the first time in ages. I think I can practically feel my spirit origin being rejuvenated. Do you really think so, Scotty? Because it seems to me like the Nautilus's chain of command is on the verge of collapse.
Don't be ridiculous, Mash.
Fighting to resolve their differences is something my beloved children have done since ancient times.
It is a truly heartwarming sight. I see no reason why this dispute should be any different. There was always something to be learned through fierce competition with one's peers, regardless of age or gender.
Does this really qualify as fierce competition?
I just want to make sure we don't have any regrets. It would be a huge waste to stand around blaming one another for things we did or didn't do that are only clear in hindsight. And I have absolutely no patience for pointless debate that just goes in endless circles. We need to make it abundantly clear who suggested what, who agreed to it, and who's ultimately responsible for it, or this whole mission will end in abject failure. All the more so, given how we're all stuck together in the tight confines of a submarine. So this will be a fair and impartial court. Once we fight, we'll know where things stand. Simple as a sand dollar. Alright, Master Ritsuka. Come at me with everything you've got. Let's see which of us has the strength of our convictions.
Nemo. You know, I respect that he's willing to, you know, fight us for his, opinion. You know, it's actually pretty close to what I was going to pick. I will swap Berserker out for yeah, sure, from Melu. Why not? And Mushroom Woman for 4-star. Yeah, Bavanshi. She's resisted, of course, but she probably won't be going in anyway. Actually, Draco out, actually. Ibuki Doji. Then we'll swap them. Alright. Actually... No. Also, can I just say how deceiving this description from NFF with Love is? Like, it's actually meant to be kimono mimi servants, so like servants with like animal traits, but it says beast servants. So when I first got it, I assumed it meant, oh, it only works on Draco and Space Ereshkigal when she comes out. That's weird. But no, it's servants with like beast traits, new animal traits. So it's like very, very deceiving. This will only really work on Bazit, but I guess if anything, this is the best, but it's only 5%, but ah, well. That's fine. Alright.
そんじゃまビシバシやってビシバシ引きこもりますか。
評価完了。
はいお待ち。
Do the dang
や
thing.
らせてあげます。
Nemo,
いただきます。ご
Nemo.
ちそうさま。シュリンガーラように。
Why must you
や
be
らせてあげます。
such a pain in the butt? Samsara Kama,
ゴッズホルダーの
Fragaraku.
証明を。はい。
Boom.
サンサーラカーマ。私の中でどうか無限にまどろ
But
み
again,
も
I
かじ
don't
けない。
really hope. No, he's not going to attack! Shiitake!
アンサー。
Damn it, that's a waste of Fragarak.
せい。
I kind of was hoping
はい。
はい。
the charm wouldn't hit.
どうにかなっちゃえ。こういうの好きでしょ。どうにかなっちゃえ。無限を照らすアーバー。あれ？
Oh,
まだ余裕がありそうですね。
okay. Apparently, we should break one break bar. He didn't even get a single hit off. My bad, Nemo. Didn't even give you a fighting chance. Sulking. Pretty sure I won. Aren't duels supposed to be fought one-on-one? Why'd you bring a full roster? You said to come at you with everything I've... Yeah, if it was one-on-one, like me, the master, against you, a servant, of course we would lose. Like, I guess we could have just thrown mash at you alone, but... You know, where would the point in that be? You said to come at you with everything I've got, so...
Talk about winning on a technicality.
Captain Nemo, are you satisfied with these results?
Yeah, it's fine. As promised, from now on I'll go along with whatever you want to do, Acting Commander. If Van Gogh ends up causing any problems down the line, every crew member on this ship will face them together. We also won't blame Van Gogh, our master. Or even any of the servants who helped Master win our battle just now for putting us in that position. Basically, regardless of what dangers might befall the Nautilus in the future, the whole crew will be responsible for resolving them. Yeah. That's all.
I knew you'd understand, Captain Nemo.
Yeah. So now that I've lost, that's the end of it. I'm not going to apologize. Too embarrassing.
Don't worry about it. We're all good, man.
I know this is short notice, but now that's settled. There's something I'd like to talk to you about, Acting Commander. Oh, and it's top secret, so I'd like you all to give us some privacy. Sorry to leave you out again, MASH.
Alright, what now? Are we actually gonna get to hear it this time?
I'm sorry.
So you're apologizing after all? You're just too embarrassing in front of others.
No, not about that. I still believe my actions were justified. I'm apologizing for what I said before you shared your position. For my own weakness. When you get right down to it, I basically forced you to make a decision I wasn't comfortable making myself. Speaking purely emotionally, I don't want to treat her, Van Gogh, badly. I really don't. The Nemo series is divided on the subject of what to do about her. Engineer, the Marines, and Baker all agree with letting her roam free. Nurse is fine either way, and Professor wants to keep her confined. So I ended up foisting the decision onto you, even though as captain of the ship, it should have been my call. And that's what I'm apologizing for. My inability to make a tough decision.
Okay, got it. All that aside, do you actually have a soft spot for Van Gogh?
More or less. I'm not a real heroic spirit, at least not like the others. I'm a mixture of two separate heroic spirits and their legends. I know I settled on Nemo during our voyage in India, but that doesn't mean I've made my peace with my dueling identities. I have a feeling Van Gogh's going through similar hardships. That's why deep down, I'd really like nothing more than to help her. I think from a mental perspective, you can save her, but that still leaves the problems of the extra class.
I'm not worried. Not with all of us working together. Yeah, nothing to worry about at all.
If you say so. Good grief. Thanks, Master.
You're welcome.
I'm so glad. Let me out of the infirmary. That was the best night I've had in ages. It was so much fun teaching you how to paint, Master. Your croquis technique really improved quickly, too.
Okay, so we got our painting time in, I see.
I really enjoyed seeing some of Hokusai's original paintings, too. I'm so happy. I wonder if this is all a dream. It really does feel like a dream. Such pretty warm light all around me. I'm so happy. So happy that...
Transform? I bloomed! Just kidding. Just another Van Gogh for you. Van Gogh joking, Van Goghing around. Okay, sure.
I usually never get this excited.
I almost feel high. I'm high Van Gogh. Hey ho, it's off to paint I Van Gogh. You know, as long as you're happy, I guess.
I think I just ran out of magical energy. I'm a little sleepy. Good night. Thank you so much, Master. I'm so grateful to you.
Okay. You went to a room, right? You didn't just collapse on the floor, right? Are we sure she didn't touch the absinthe? But like 9, 8, 85, 8, 75, 70% sure? Probably.
Congratulations on finishing your first painting session with Van Gogh Senpai.
I saw you stayed up all night painting with her after she was released with a clean bill of health. It did seem more like training at an art dojo than a creative exercise, though. It turns out Van Gogh's a really strict art teacher. Still, of all the things you did on your day, she seemed to enjoy herself the most while teaching you how to paint. Is that what it looked like to you?
Yes, why? Was that not the case?
To me, it looked like she was trying to have fun so as not to think about anything else. Yeah. Really? That's a little hard to believe, but if that's what you think, Senpai, you're probably right. But then I wonder what we have to do to see her genuinely happy. Help her through her split personality dilemma? Probably. Okay, we need. Okay, only 500 points. That's easy enough. Just one of those, and we should be good.
稲妻の姉ちゃん、一丁派手に頼むぜ。
Boom. All good. Alright, next. Archer and Saber? It looks like. I'm here and ready for the meeting. So what's this all about, Master? Looks like we'll be finding out together. So you don't know either? It seems no one here knows. That must mean Captain called this meeting. What's more, none of the other leaders know what it's about, and the goddess isn't here for some reason. So that's weird. It can only mean one of two things then. Either a pleasant surprise, or some dire technical news. Dire? Oh, you reverted back to... normal. Oh. Dire is great. It's only when people are confronted with something dire that their true beauty starts to shine through. You changed back? The professor gave me some weird concoction that turned me back. Just kidding. Another Van Gogh for you. I decided to stay in this form most of the time. Because it uses less magical energy. And it's also less depressing. I guess that other form was a little prone to, overexcitement. Yeah. But when I felt down, I felt really, really down. Let's just say the day after our date was kind of rough. Anyway, regardless of what kind of news we get, I'll be with you all the way, Master. Whoa, I'm glad to see you thinking more positively, Goey, but I'm not about to lose a battle for Master's affection anytime soon. Well, I don't know about that. I look forward to continuing to serve Master alongside you, Lady Yingui Fei. Me too. No matter what kind of universe-shattering news we get, we'll be fine as long as we stick together. Hello, everyone. I appreciate you all coming on such short notice. As of a few minutes ago, we officially passed our 150-hour void space time limit. Oh yeah, I'd forgotten about that. I initially thought we wouldn't be able to survive more than 150 hours out here. All the resources we brought with us from Chaldea are now gone. Under other circumstances, this would be the point where I admit defeat and fall on my sword. But these aren't normal circumstances. We're still alive and we're going to keep it that way. It may take longer to escape than I first thought, but there's definitely a light at the end of this tunnel. One way or another, we will make it out of here. That's why I asked you all here, to remind you of how far we've come and to start anew with fresh purpose. Great work, all of you. Keep it up, and I have no doubt we'll be back before we know it. Aye, aye, Captain. Now, I thought you all deserved a little reward, so Scotty and I took the liberty of putting something together. We couldn't go as all out as we would have liked, but I hope you enjoy it all the same. Alright, next up, the crew mess. Oh, got something special? Is something wrong, Lady Yingui Fei? Come on, let's hurry, I don't want to miss the food. I thought I heard something. Maybe it was just my imagination. That's... you know, if she of all people heard something, I would imagine it was probably something we should actually be concerned about. But it's fine. Oh, well, look, Senpai, it's a veritable feast.
All kinds of bread, fried fish and potatoes. Even kinds of food I've never seen before. It's like Easter or something.
Shrimp cocktails, oysters, Kilpatrick, gajang, mokeka, gumbo, steamed fish. It's like seafood tengoku in here.
They've even got curry.
Dig in, everyone. There's plenty to go around. Indeed, the chef and I worked hard to prepare this banquet. Enjoy and be grateful, my beloved children. Master? Given what the captain said about all of the initial resources being gone, this means all this food was made from void monsters, right?
Don't worry about that part.
Yeah, the only one of these I don't know is mokeka? I believe gajang is... Indonesian? It sounds Indonesian. Maybe... I could be wrong, though. Somewhere in, like, Southeast Asia, I think. That's what it sounds like. I've heard of similar foods, like, oh God, what's it called? I'm blanking on it. I don't know. It's like, there's like a paste that gets used in like a lot of like Indonesian and Malaysian like Thai style curries, or as like a side. I'm trying to remember what it was called. It had a similar sound to gajang, but not. I don't think it was that. I think it was something else, but very similar sound to it. I'm trying to remember what it was called. What was it called? I don't know. Kilpatrick sounds to me like a meme for a dark AU of SpongeBob. In a world where Patrick Star is Killmonger. All this food was made from void monsters, right? I'll admit I was a little worried, but I guess it didn't have to be. Yeah, sounds fine.
Yes, victory is ours. At first, I was just hoping to be able to extract the 3 major nutrient groups, along with essential vitamins and minerals. But the goddess and baker insisted that proper meals are key to our operation here, and they helped me make leaps and bounds in our ingredient conversion techniques. So I even figured out ways to contribute to the ship's renovations. Suffice to say, our Magecraft workshop / kitchen has been on a roll with no signs of slowing down. At first blush, this does seem like a feast as grand as anything served in the palace during the Tang Dynasty, but... these are no mere imitation dishes. We have used Magecraft to transform them into something completely different from their origins. Even so, some things would have been more trouble to transform than they were worth. Hang on. My curiosity is getting the better of me now. Gajang. Oops, I spelled it with an A in the... Oh, no, it's Korean, not Indonesian. It sounded similar to a... Again, like I was saying, like an Indonesian... ingredient, I guess. Or food. Hang on, what food am I thinking of? Massi...
trying to... Messy... Nasi goreng! There we go. It's a popular Southeast Asian fried rice dish. Right. Okay, no, the nasi goreng that I was thinking of is just the straight up, like, fried rice. The sauce I was thinking of is, kecap manis. Right. I knew I'd heard something similar before.
Even so, some things would have been more trouble to transform than they were worth. So for dishes that use such ingredients, we took the liberty of swapping in other reality-converted magical creatures. For example, the fried mandragora.
This calls for a servant safety taste test.
Pardon me, master.
You know what? Sure.
Ouchie! It's just as delicious as it looks. And it's completely safe to eat. Don't worry, master.
Taste testing is actually something of a specialty of mine. Yeah, I guess if you were the wife of, like, an emperor. But no, wouldn't the emperor have, like, designated taste testers? Why would his, like, wife slash consorts do the taste testing? I'm pretty sure they had, like, dedicated taste testers that weren't their, you know, wives.
Taste testing's actually something of a specialty of mine.
Okay, I'm officially too hungry to hold off anymore. Fair.
This feels almost sinful. I hardly ever got to eat my fill back when I was alive. And a gourmet meal like this would have been out of the question. Munch munch. Oh, could I have another one of these? Thanks, munch munch.
I knew it. Her behavior and memories don't quite line up.
Ritsuka, can I talk to you for a moment? We kind of splurged on time and resources to prepare this feast. We can't do this sort of thing all the time. But a submarine is a sealed environment. Its passengers need some way to vent that stress. And a good meal is one of the best ways to do so. And that's just as true for heroic spirits as it is for regular people. What I mean is, I'd like to continue being pretty generous with the resources we allocate to meals. These kind of things aren't just a luxury, they're a necessity. At least from time to time. So on that note, if you happen to notice any other sources of stress or dissatisfaction among the crew, I'd appreciate it if you let me know about them.
You got it. Thanks, Captain. Capitan.
That said, I might be getting ahead of myself. After all, if all goes well, we won't have to stay in the Void Sea much longer.
I hope that optimism doesn't come back to bite us. As it comes back to bite us immediately.
There you are, Ritsuka. Are you enjoying the food? Good, good. That makes this meal worth all the hard work I put into it. Speaking of which, I actually prepared a special dish just for you. Not even the captain knows about it. Tell me, are you still hungry?
Absolutely.
Good, good. Very well then.
Oh boy. Yeah. See what that optimism gets us, Captain? Look what you've done. This is your fault. I blame you.
Now what is it? An all-you-can-eat special? We're under attack. How'd they find us?
I was sure we were running silent.
Anyway, it looks like the rest of the party will have to wait. All hands to battle stations. But I'm still not done. Don't worry, Goey. Think of it as a little mid-meal walk to aid with digestion. Once we're done with this, we can come back and eat even more. Oh!
What a sinful idea! Please don't forget to leave some food for me, Captain.
Of course. Baker, we're going to need more party resources, double time. Aye, aye, Captain. Good luck, everyone. Very well, that last addition die will be here waiting. Make sure you don't take too long.
I can't wait to see what it is. I'll head to the bridge. Combat team, get to the airlock.
Alright, who dare? Who dare interrupt our meal? Something came to my home to steal. Now you'll become my meal.
Quite literally, because we're literally eating the void creatures, so... You know? They came to steal our lives, now we'll make them our meals. Quite literally. Ew, I don't know if I want to eat that though. Sure, the octopus, delicious looking leg, delicious looking talon, delicious looking eye meat. Okay, again, the tentacle, you know, it's the octopus monster and the crab, or I guess the lobster, I think. Sure. But no. No. just no. I'm not eating eyeball. I know eyeball is a delicacy in many countries, but no. I'm good. I'm fine on that.
書きます。ナイチだー。塗って塗ってやっちゃうぞ。えいえいおー。ナイチだー。書きます。えい。いいアーサンチェズ。大盤振る舞い。
Just machine gun paintbrush. Okay, she should. Or not. I thought Van Gogh would kill it, but... apparently it was not to be. Alright. Hoping this will be able to wipe No. Damn. Did a lot less damage than I had hoped. That's alright. And no full combo, but this should do if these both crit. Yeah. Good job, Goey. And Guifei. Gui-E. Goey and Gui-E. That doesn't really work, I guess. Miss Guifei. Oh, hello, Master. It's wonderful we were able to resume the party, isn't it? Yeah. Now it's more of a victory party. Indeed. It's important for warriors to be rewarded for proving their valor in battle, so I think this was a wonderful idea. Yes, all things are welcome in moderation. One mustn't indulge in depravity on a daily basis, of course, but days of good tidings should be celebrated joyously without reservation. So on that note, I would like to take this occasion to sing. Is she a good singer? Maybe this is where I'm meant to come in. That won't be necessary. We already have all the sound equipment we need. Do we? What? Where'd that come from? Oh wow, a high-end karaoke set just popped up from the floor. How is that even possible? Also, are we sure it's a good idea to sing given our current circumstances?
Sure, it'll be fine. We already took out all the enemies in this area. Besides, we took the trouble of making this party gear. It'd be a shame not to use it. Let's just sit back and enjoy our show.
Is Raiko a good singer, though? This goes out to all my beloved children waiting for me in Caldia. The tale of slashing the Heike. Or Heiki, whatever.
Very nice. Very nice indeed. By the way, Ritsuka, I trust you remember our promise.
I couldn't wait to get back to try it.
Wonderful. I'm glad to hear it. Very well then.
Feast your eyes and your taste buds on this one-of-a-kind culinary masterpiece. What, is that? Indeed, it is Void Monster Sashimi with the head and tail still intact. I'm told sashimi is a modern delicacy and freshness is crucial to its preparation. It always sounded fascinating. For fish, sure, but Void Monster, I don't know about that. I thought this would be an excellent chance to try my hand at it, so I skipped the Magecraft transformation for this monster and tried simply carving it raw. I also have traditional sashimi condiments such as soy sauce and wasabi on hand, should you wish to make use of them. Alright, my master, as they say nowadays, dig in. Did you taste test it first before... Or... I don't suppose you taste tested it, did you?
No, I did not.
I thought you should be the first to try it. Oh, worry not, there are no toxins. I made sure of that during our analysis. Okay, that's fine, but, hope I've never seen sashimi with such knobby suckers. Or veiny skin before, but in a way it almost looks... not unappetizing? I know we've eaten monsters out of necessity before, but seeing one prepared raw like this is very, novel.
Wow, is this sushi? If you don't want it, Master, I'd be happy to take it off your hands. Oh, no you don't. I need to taste test it to make sure it's safe first.
No, I need to be the first one to try it. I can't let Scotty down. Oh boy.
We're gathered here today to lay rest to the last and greatest master of humanity, Fujimaru Ritsuka, who laid down her life in search of making her servant happy. And not disappointing her. But now, unfortunately, that sacrifice is going to waste because after her death, the servant, of course, disappeared as well.
艦内戦闘に備えよ。何が出るかわからないからね。
Or something like that. It was probably pretty close to what happened, if I had to guess.
そこだね。焦らず着実に改造を埋めていこう。
Probably not too far off. Only bronze. Probably nothing all that great. Alright, what you got? Yeah, just QP. Okay, I think all the bronze ones are just gonna be QP. They have been so far. Not that I mind, of course. You know, QP is,
巨大イカだけは避けたいところだけど。
Yeah, I'd rather not encounter a giant squid either, Nemo. You know, this is like the least annoying... Well... No, I guess as a... Again, as an event, it probably was annoying, huh? But...
ライコ、出番だ。手加減は無用。かましてやれ。
At least as is, this isn't horrible. But again, the event version, as you guys have said, was probably pretty agonizing.
焦らず、着実に改造を埋めていこう。ウツボが出るかタコが出るか。巨大イカだけは避けたいところ
Oh
だけ
good,
ど。
we hit it. Let me grab much. Okay, just QP. Still, I won't say no to QP. If it would have been nice if it was more than just a million each. If it was like 3 million, that'd be nice. But you know, we can't be overly picky, I suppose. The Thunder Shooter's fishing around. I'm surprised isn't just strumming the default joke in Japanese media about fishing. I have no idea. I'm not sure. Alright. What could possibly go wrong now?
Good news, crew. Thanks to all your hard work, we're finally ready to leave these waters behind. There are still a number of large enemy ships blocking our exit, but this time we've got a plan. We've been racking up victories against these ships thanks to Raiko's incredible firepower, and I fully expect to keep our streak alive. I've already got her in position, and according to our calculations, we should be able to finish this battle with about 6 lightning strikes from a noble phantasm. That said, if the plan goes awry, there's still a risk the enemy will counterattack and call for reinforcements again, so we need to be ready for that possibility too. Combat team, you'll remain on standby here in the ship. If worst comes to worst, we may also need to release the Nautilus's noble phantasm again. I trust we're all good to go in that front, now engine room? Hell yeah! I'm still a little uneasy seeing how we only just finished patching the engine up. But we'll do what we gotta do, Captain. If we gotta ram the hell out of those ships to make it out of here, then I'll make it happen if it's the last thing I ever do. Engine room out.
I feel bad for always asking so much of Nemo Engineer. We'll have to do our best to pick up the slack too. Yeah, shouldn't we get like, can't you like transform like 1 or 2 of the Marines into extra engineers? Like, she could probably use some help.
We'll have to do our best to pick up the slack too. Right you are. I'm expecting great things from all of you. We'll begin the operation in T-minus 600 seconds. But before we do, there's something I need to discuss with the acting commander in private.
Again? What now?
Okay, you can come in now. Very well.
Raiko, I thought you were already outside the ship.
It's a bit of a long story. I've actually been having Raiko investigate some things on the Nautilus in her capacity as Shadow Prefect.
Okay.
And I asked her to let me know if she found anything suspicious, or anyone doing anything suspicious. I'm sorry, while I do think it was worthwhile to have her keep a low profile, doesn't excuse the fact that I overstepped my authority by ordering one of your servants.
So we're here because you found something then, Raiko?
Well, as it happens, I didn't find anything suspicious at all. This beard origin isn't very well suited to espionage, so I've been going about my investigation quite openly. And if nothing else, I can tell you that I found no signs of suspicious behavior on anyone's part during the 2 assaults the Nautilus has faced thus far. That includes the ones called Yang Guifei and Van Gogh.
True, they both did stick pretty close to me when they first showed up.
Naturally, I investigated these newcomers especially thoroughly to ensure any
Undesirables keep their distance from you, Master. Uh-huh. But no matter how hard I looked, I found no evidence of suspicious behavior on their part during either assault. In fact, I can even say with certainty that there were no loud sounds produced in or by the Nautilus prior to those attacks.
Weird. I wonder how they found us then. Maybe they just ran into us? And it wasn't even... like a... maybe just coincidence? I actually talked to everyone about this to confirm it for myself, and I learned something very interesting. Well, she doesn't know where it came from or what it could be. Yangui Fei was the only one who mentioned she thought she heard a strange sound before we were attacked. If that's true, it could be an enemy pinger. What's a... you know, like what we're having Osaka Behime and Raiko do? Ritsuka. What It's an active form of sonar, which finds objects by emitting sound waves and seeing which ones bounce back. The pinger is the device that emits the sound waves. Assuming that's what happened, that means the enemy has started searching for us. Until now, we've only seen and captured void enemies who have been swimming and hunting on instinct alone, but that might be changing. Well, it's possible that at least one enemy who excels in covert abilities has been cunningly hiding their true intelligence from the beginning. It could also be that the enemy is learning, or maybe evolving. At least we know we don't need to suspect anyone here now. Probably. For now, anyway. During the victory party, I went out of my way to make noise to see if anyone in attendance would react suspiciously, but I saw nothing of the sort. Huh? That's why you sang? Oh, well, of course it was. Can you truly imagine me actually choosing to do anything so indecent otherwise? Well, maybe. We actually recorded that song ahead of time and used the polar opposite waveform to ensure its sound would be cancelled out before it could escape the ship. If the enemy had attacked us then, it would have given the idea that someone inside the ship was covertly controlling them more credence. But of course, it never happened. Anyway, I'm very grateful for Raiko's help. She's been invaluable for gathering intel. Now everyone thinks of me as Mike Hogg Raiko. Oh. Just smile and nod. Smile and nod. Oh, it's alright, Master. I would do anything to protect that precious smile of yours. Rest assured, Captain, I'll continue to carry out my shadow prefectorial duties. If there's anything else I can help with, please don't hesitate to let me know. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must return to my post as our torpedo launcher. Espionage might not be our strong suit, but having more servants devoted to keeping you safe can only be a good thing. I think she did a good job. Hey now, cheer up. The operation is about to begin, remember? Then again, a few worry lines might actually help you seem more like a real commander. Personally, I'm really happy about this. Even if it is only for the time being, it feels good knowing we have no cause to suspect anyone on the crew. It would have been kind of hilarious in a way if one of his marines had been like feeding info or something, or purposefully luring enemies in. Like that marine just happened to get like the part of him that was like still iffy about working with Chaldea. And it manifested in trying to get them killed. Now come on, we've got new waters out there just waiting to be explored. The Vajra of Gosuteno, reincarnation of the goddess Indra, the lance of a divinity made from sacred bones. Come forth and annihilate all evil, and just for now do so as quietly as possible. Vajra of Indra, up! Computer room here. Torpedo number 3 has been fired and our magical energy supply is still holding steady. Have we got confirmation of impact? There, it just hit. It's hard to make out through the sound of Alpha blowing up, but I think it took out target Bravo. So all their torpedoes so far have hit their targets, and still no return fire. It looks like we might have an overwhelming advantage against enemy ships now. Yep, Everything's going as smooth as a whale shark's swimming path.
Oh, wait. I just heard that sound again. We might have another ambush in our hands.
Damn. I guess I should have known it wouldn't be that easy. Combat team, prepare to deploy.
Hang on. This bound to feel a signal. This isn't a bunch of little ones. We've got a full-blown enemy ship incoming.
What? An enemy ship is making its way toward us?
Yeah. That's what she said, isn't it?
They must have used an active ping to locate us. Damn it, of all the times. Computer room. Can you switch Raiko's next target to this incoming ship? Negative. Calculating void space coordinates and entering them into the homing spell is actually an incredibly advanced and delicate operation. I need at least 300 seconds. Damn it, alright then. I'll try to use my Nautilus Noble Phantasm to...
The Raiko's still out there. Yeah, wouldn't she get crushed? Like, whoosh, whoosh.
Then we might be done for. If they attack us and give our position away to the other enemy ships, we'll be surrounded. What is it, Venga? Do you think your Noble Phantasm can get us out of this again? No, but in this form, I think I can help without relying on some strange, mysterious Noble Phantasm. I can draw a platform where Lady Raiko is standing now, so that she can continue sinking enemy ships. While she does, the Nautilus can slowly reverse, luring the ship approaching us away from her, so we can use Captain Nemo's Noble Phantasm to destroy it safely. Would that work?
What do you think, Professor?
It definitely sounds better than twiddling our
Thumbs waiting to die. True. All right, Van Gogh, do it. Van Gogh it.
As you wish, Master.
I'm glad we have a plan now, but we're still very much in the woods. I'm hearing tons of things swimming our way out ahead of the approaching enemy ship.
Got it. Then the combat team will protect Raiko while she focuses on her torpedo duties from Van Gogh's platform. And I'll use my Noble Phantasm to take out the enemy ship at point-blank range once we're far enough away from Raiko and the combat team.
No hands. Move out.
Understood. This time nothing gets by me.
I hope so. Otherwise, we will be very irate.
Show them no mercy. Tear their limbs from their bodies. Sever their life force.
Lightning assault of the Ox King. Give that to man. Excuse me. Ba-ba-ba-bum. Okay, that should just wipe this entire... Yes, good. 3 more. You, my dear, must go. Damn.
I hope she'd have
Killed that one in the back, but still decent enough damage. Alright. Logos' offspring? Well, that's concerning. Now she's supposed to rip and crisp. Yeah, but I was just hoping she still would have had just enough oomph. But sadly, no. Got pretty close. I think she got down to 3K, but didn't quite have enough. Unfortunately. Oh, it's not gonna die, is it? Okay. Hopefully the last battle isn't something horrible. Cause we... no, we should have enough health. Plus we have Mash's Noble Phantasm to give us a defense. Yeah, we'll probably be fine. We'll be fine. Here. Actually, let's mold Camelot first. Just have a little bit of a safety net in terms of defense. Lot of damage. Okay. Yeah, AAL. Might have been better to just do all quick right there, but we don't have to win this. We just have to survive. I don't know how many turns. I assume. Oh, good golly gosh. Good. Noit Speed Prince. Hydrophonic. Rip Mash. Alright, get up here, Osaka Behime. You're needed. Little Miss Gamer. And there goes Venko. The battle could end any minute now. Please. Hello? Please. If the battle could end, that'd be great. Please. Pretty please.
いざや舞い守りて踊り打ちかかりてはことびきましょう現象ウィン気力連理やっちゃうぞ燃えてきた
That did some damage.
もてなしましょう
Oh boy. Maybe once we break its break bar, which we should this turn, hopefully. Yeah, okay, we're good. We're
説
fine.
明書は読んだ
Fine.
ロケラ撃つよ
That's in the battle, right? Okay. Okay, I was. It popped a skill, so I was like, But no, we're fine. We're fine. Fine. Nah. Oh, I'm dropping frames. I don't know why, and it's not fixing itself. I'm gonna. Okay, I think it's fixed. No, there it goes again. That's a lot of frame drops. I'm gonna give it another like 20 seconds and hope it evens out. But I don't think it's going to. Over 8,000 frames dropped in the last minute and some seconds. That's not ideal. It's not fixing. I don't know. I'm going. It's not evening out at all. What the heck? I don't have anything downloading. Steam's not even open. Maybe someone else on my connections downloading something. That's all I can imagine is happening. Because these drops don't usually last this long consistently. I guess I'll just finish out this section and then end. But it's gonna be real framey. Which I hate. Okay. Vajra of Indra. There, that should take care of all the enemy ships up ahead. That's great, but what about us? The reinforcements just keep coming, and now we've got the last big guy headed our way too. Is Nautilus still not ready for your noble phantasm, Captain? Oh, he just got into position now. All hands, brace for impact. Oh, as I say that, it seems like it's fixing itself now? No, there it goes again. All hands, brace for impact. I'm going to release my noble phantasm. Oh, no, it's gone again. Thank goodness. Now we should be safe and sound. Hang on. I'm hearing a kind of cracking sound coming from our foothold. Venga, your platform. Redraw it. There. Engine room emergency stop now. Aye, Captain. All the little ones in the Omega have been wiped out, with no sign of return fire. We did it. Good for you. Yeah, I'm just gonna message someone who should be on this connection and ask if they're downloading anything. Yeah, we did, except we're currently falling into the void. But sure.
we did. Oh, we did it all right. The combat team's platform looks to have fallen apart.
I guess it couldn't handle the reverberation from the impact.
Then they all got blasted away by our noble phantasm's shockwave. We can't even contact them anymore either. They all cut their lifelines in preparation for the attack, so there's nothing to stop them from drifting to the ends of all logical coordinates. What? How can we rescue them? Can't. Our attack just sent all the servants capable of traversing void space flying.
Well, that's not good. That's not good at all.
This is terrible. Then they're all...
Easy, Nemo. I'll get someone to help.
Huh? You want to summon another servant now? Do we even have the magical energy for that?
This is the workshop, worry not. We're flush with magical energy right now, and the link to Mash's shield is still intact. Feel free to call forth as many servants as you need until help arrives, Ritsuka.
Okay, let's do it. Bring in a servant that's as good a swimmer as me. Someone who can adapt to any kind of sea in the world.
My internet hasn't evened out a single time. We're up to 23,000 plus frames dropped. I don't understand why. You got it. Well, this is sucky. Well, not, you know, I guess she makes the most sense, in all honesty. Like, she would be used to imaginary number spaces, and I assume she can swim. So, you know, this weirdly makes a lot of sense. Actually, I know she can swim. I've seen her noble phantasm before. I'm Ultra Ego Lambda. I don't know what this is all about, but she called, so I had to answer. Dark, drab, and dirty place you've got here. No sense of aesthetics whatsoever. Even your rooming Caldia is a bit cleaner than... Right, the penguin! That's the first thing out of your mouth after summoning me? And what's wrong with penguins anyway? Nothing. Wonderful. Once again, you brought in just the heroic spirit for the job, Ritsuka. You there, high servant. Blah blah blah, here's your void space patch. That's all you have to say? Do you really think you can order me around like that without a proper explanation? Lost Belt Goddess or not, there's no way I'm putting on some strange gear from who knows what. Come on, Lambda. Oh, now my internet evens out. A strong 4 bars. Okay, well, whatever. Come on, Lambda, please try it on. But I was hoping to see you in your high society stage outfit again, Lambda. Lambda, you want to die or something? Did being stuck in this hellhole drive you nuts? Are you just a broken doll now? Maybe. I might be. I will be in about 10 more seconds if you don't help the other servants. Ugh, you really are panicked, aren't you? I can't even spare a moment for my usual cruel opening remarks. Alright, it looks like you really are short on time, and I've got the gist well enough. Well, I loathe wearing anything BB had a hand in. I see it's a necessary evil here. You could tell just from looking at it. I don't usually take on new jobs so easily, but I suppose I can make an exception this one time. For the right price, obviously. So if I were you, Master, I'd make sure you're ready to dig deep into those pockets of yours when the bill comes. Sure, whatever, Lambda. Alright, Scotty, hand it over. I'll show you all my patented, fully liquid body quick change technique. The family-friendly version, of course. Is there a non-family-friendly version? Oh, and let me make one thing clear before we begin. I won't be doing any fighting this time. Why not? You really don't get it? Really? Have you seen the Void Sea? It's revolting. I only swim in waters worthy of my elegance. Oh, don't worry, I'll still fulfill your request. You want me to save your friends, right? Now they've got this Void compatibility chip, my Leviathans can handle the Void too. They'll have the job done in no time. Go ahead and get the airlock ready. This will be over before you can say triple Lutz. Well, how handy you are, I guess. Also, what does she mean by Leviathans? I thought her Noble Phantasm had penguins in it. Are those the Leviathans? So many questions. Oh man. I seriously thought I was gonna die. What a dramatic turn of events, bringing the mysterious alter ego. Lambda in at our time of need, senpai. It was amazing to see how quickly the penguins rescued. Okay, yeah, they are penguins. How quickly the penguins rescued us, too. Leviathans, Kirillite. They're properly referred to as Leviathans. Right, Leviathans. Indeed, our rescue was truly an act of divine providence, though I do have some thoughts about the manner in which it was carried out. What? Still, worry not. No matter how high the indecency index may rise, I'll simply redouble my prefectorial efforts. Well, that's a backhanded compliment if I've ever heard one. It seems this woman could give Lip a run for her money when it comes to making enemies. Actually, in more ways than one. Not that I'm going to be one of those enemies myself. There's clearly a lot I could learn from her in terms of well-rounded physical beauty. Right. Well-rounded, yeah. Hey, I haven't seen you around Chaldea before. Who are you? I sense a kind but sorrowful song within you. Are you a Nai... What? Bingo? Talking while gnawing on her own arm. We should probably stop her from doing that. Somebody stop her, quick. I just checked on Van Gogh in the infirmary. She seems to have calmed down now. Was she... Okay, I was about to say... Was she punishing herself for letting the platform break? She said she felt so guilty about what happened that she got confused and apologized profusely. Fortunately, the bites on her arm were only minor injuries, though of course it's no surprise since she's a pure heroic spirit and all. Poor Goey. I had no idea she was so broken up over our foothold breaking down and putting us all in danger. I see. I must have only made things worse for her. I mean, a bright shining star like myself talking to her right after such an abject failure? Could you... whatever. She must have been so nervous I can hardly blame her for getting a little mixed up. Anyway, on a different subject, since I, of course, did nothing wrong. Wait, that was Vincent Van Gogh? The legendarily troubled artistic genius? She's obviously got something else mixed in with her. I trust you've already figured out what it is. Yeah. Huh. You must be pretty twisted yourself, keeping a dangerous girlfriend like that around. Oh well, it's none of my business. You there in a sailor uniform. I'm going to need my own room, along with a private bath. See you later then, Miss Half-Broken Doll. You're used to this kind of chaos, yeah? I'll just sit back and laugh while you run around trying to contain this mess. Why is her personality worse than normal Melt's? To be fair, I don't have normal Melt. I can only go off of how she acted during Seraphix, but something ain't seem right.
So now we've got yet another, eccentric servant on board. A Gestalt servant with multiple divinities, huh? Well, at least those familiars of hers should be useful.
They're Leviathans.
Okay, let's just leave it at that. Anyway, we did the best we could, and things went as well as we could have hoped. I'd say the operation was
Was a success. Well, I don't know about as well as we could have hoped, but yeah, at least it did work out.
Naturally, we'll take good care of anyone who was injured. I have no criticisms about the way it all went. Yes, that enemy ship moving to attack us of its own accord may have caught us off guard, but we still managed to deal with it. So I say we're ready to complete the operation and move on to the next body of water. Any objections?
Not at all. Gotta say though, Van Gogh really saved the day.
Definitely. We wouldn't have been able to handle that enemy ship if it wasn't for her quick thinking. No one could have expected her platform to fall apart like that either. She didn't do anything wrong, and she shouldn't blame herself for what happened.
Sounds like you're trying to convince yourself there, my adorable little captain. What, do you find it suspicious that she was able to manifest new terrain like that? How dull. How dreadfully boring. If you ask me, a little poisonous suspicion like that is just the spice the sponge needs. Have you ever thought that maybe you keep finding yourself in these kinds of predicaments because you keep agonizing over every little thing? Oh well, not my problem. Anyway, I'll send you my price chart for renting out my Leviathans later, in case you wish to make use of my services again in the future.
So she wasn't kidding about making us pay for her help, huh? I don't know if I've ever seen a goddess with such a keen business sense.
There's probably a few. Well, she does need a lot of money to put on her shows, so...
No, I don't mean it in a bad way. I even get the sense that deep down, she's a lot like me. We work hard, we don't slack off, and we run a tight ship, both figuratively and literally. And I'd say that makes us a perfect match for a master like you. Anyway, thanks to you, we have a torpedo substitute and a search and rescue team. As long as you're here, I think we can overcome whatever we face.
I appreciate your confidence in me. I truly, truly do. Did the stream split itself in two from all the frame drops? I don't think so. Did it? I don't think it ever, like, ended. I think it was just a lot of dropped frames. I think. Can't rewind more than 8 minutes back? Maybe it did. Hang on. No, it currently says it has no archived stream. It says live. Maybe the DVR feature just broke because of the frame drops. hang on, let me open... Huh, you're right, it does go back 8 minutes. That is... weird. I'm hoping that fixes itself. But we'll see. But yeah, no, I'm gonna stop there. Because I have to go through all this, but that was the end of that act, so it's a good time to stop anyway. But yeah, I'm hoping when I end the stream and it gets turned into a VOD, it goes to normal. I really hope it's not completely busted, but ooh, we'll see. That would really suck if it somehow just completely broke and was only last 8 minutes to get archived. That would not be ideal. But hopefully that's not the case. But for now, yeah, we're gonna end there. Yeah, something's up with Van Gogh, and apparently we're I mean, we already kind of figured that we knew, but apparently Nemo as well as Ritsuka know what's up, at least somewhat, and are hiding it for whatever reason. Can you use Melt Scouting yet? No, I think it'll probably... Yeah, I think it's gonna unlock after, probably the first quest of the next act, I would assume. But yeah, it's not unlocked yet, unfortunately. I assume hers is like a wide area. Like maybe like Osakabe's, but like with an extra like ring. It's like double the amount. But yeah, I guess we'll see what's up with the enemies apparently evolving? Apparently they can like live, like active ping and like track us, which there's gotta be something pulling the strings. There's no way there isn't something that's like orchestrating this, which again we already kind of knew or assumed at least, but I don't know, we'll just have to figure that out as we go. But yeah, anyway, for now, thank you guys for watching, and yeah, no, tomorrow we'll get into Act 3, where hopefully we'll find some answers to everything. So yeah, I'll catch you later. Peace.